What is up, ladies and gents? I can explain. Now, I've been away. I didn't follow on with the Road to Crime, Payday 2 Crimefest series that I had intended to. I'm doing so now, but you can probably still hear it in my voice as it struggles to get this commentary out. I've been really quite ill. It's not been a terribly debilitating illness or anything. I just lost my voice. And that makes video making pretty much impossible. So I hope you guys understand that, and that's the reason that I've missed quite a few episodes of the Road to Crimefest. But all that means really is we've got a lot to catch up on here. So you can take a look at the featured unlocks from all characters here and now. Later on I'm going to show you the full-on screenshots of everything we've unlocked thus far. See if we can interpret a little something from it. I have a theory that the individual paths are telling you a little more than the combined items, but we'll have a look later on. So as you can see, the last video I made, this particular chart, absolutely no challenges had been completed. The second day worth of challenges had been released. So we've come a pretty long way. It's gone from 0 to, I believe, there are 11 unlocks right now. So what I'm going to do is I am going to go through all the unlocks we've got. Instead of just reading off the challenges, because that's a bit pointless at this point, I'm going to take a good look at the rewards. But first and foremost, how awesome is this little Zelda-esque graphic? As Chains dives on into the treasure chest, and out comes the Sputnik, which is one of the most recent unlocks we just got. And I really like that little graphic. That's the only one I'm going to be showing you. Instead, I'll be taking a look at the rewards separately. But first and foremost, I think what makes the most sense is to take a look at the current challenges we have and what it is that you guys need to be focused on doing right now, what you're going to be seeing in the gameplay a little later on and off throughout the video. So right now we have Clover, who still needs to unlock 2 of her challenges. 100 different ways is the first one. You have to eliminate the rat on the Hotster Revenge heist 40,000 times. If you live outside the law, don't depend on it when things don't go your way. Snitches get stitches, or a little more for in the case of our rat Hector. So the status on this one right now, 25,990, nearly 26,000, over halfway there to the 40,000 goal. This one should be completed within the next day or so. Similarly with Clover, we have the Dark Arts Challenge. The walls of this dungeon are looking a little sparse, gang. Could do with brightening up a little bit. Say, why not head to the Capital Art Gallery? Oh, 30,000 times. Yeah, that should do it. So all we have to do for this one, similarly, is to complete the Frame heist 30,000 times. So as you can see, as we get closer and closer to the deadline day of Crimefest, the challenges require fewer completions. Admittedly, Hotster Revenge is just a 1-day heist, whereas you're looking at a 3-day heist from the Frame heist. But either way, you can tell they are shrinking down the length of it. We're already halfway there to this one, actually nearly at 17,000 out of the 30,000 we need. Again, 1 or 2 days for that completion. Next up, we have Dallas with one of my favourite challenges ongoing right now. We have Crime.net Overload. Commissioner Garrett is ramping up the forces of law and order. Show old Thunderguts the power of truly organised crime. Let him see rank upon rank of masked heisters and get 30,000 concurrent players online. So all we have to do for this one is reach a peak of 30,000 heisters online at once, which doesn't sound too hard, especially when you think about last Crimefest, when there were probably just over 60,000 people online at once. Difficulty is there's not enough awareness raised of this. It's only on PC, remember? We need 30,000 PC players at once, and that is no small feat. Let's get that straight. So what we've got right now, if you go over to the Reddit, you'll find a massive thread talking not only about the unlocks, but also about getting together the group of 30,000. We just need, I'd say, maybe 20,000 plus 10,000 others that are going to be online anyway, and we need to storm Crimefest at once. Look into signing up for those if we want to complete this challenge, guys. Just so you know exactly when to be online. If not, just pop online occasionally throughout the day, see if you're close. If you're close, run a couple of heists. I'm sure we'll get there any day now. Sorry for the unexpected jump cut. That's probably going to be a feature of many of these university recorded videos, simply because I'm living with more people, there's more people just moving around, and so I have to edit just a little heavier. So as I was just about to say, moving on to Houston's challenges, we have Jack It Up. Probably one of the harder challenges we have going on right now. The sport of baseball is known as the world's greatest test of endurance and fortitude of the viewer. Liven things up by slaying a cool 1 million gangsters with a baseball bat during the Road to Crimefest. Batter up. So, clearly overkill, not massive fans of the game baseball, but this challenge is definitely, like I said, one of the hardest. The baseball bat is a fantastic melee weapon for one, but the real limitation being you have to kill gangsters. Now there are people setting up rushing routes through rats in order to complete this quite quickly and do maybe 25 kills every minute or so. And so we will certainly get there in time. It's just one of the harder challenges we've seen because it's so specific, because let's be honest, gangsters only show up on so many heists. Finally, as far as challenges we haven't covered, we have Don't Tase Me Bro. The taser is one of Commissioner Garrett's favourite units. Here's a compilation tape of their highlights titled Take Down by Tasers, which he plays to cheer himself up. Put together a low light tape for him by pulling the plug on 4 million tasers. Quite a lot for us to go through. We're nearly halfway there at 1,942,800 kills. And I think it might take maybe 3 or 4 days before we unlock this one, but we've gone quite strong so far. So just make sure you're playing on the overkill difficulty or above, so you're really maximizing the number of tasers you're going to be seeing within your heists. So that's it for the challenges that I have yet to cover. Let's take a close look at the featured unlocks. Now, you can go through and have a look at the graphics and the explanations. The explanations are something I'm going to read out to you guys a little later on, but let's switch first of all to some gameplay, and also let's take a look at all the unlocks side by side. Alright, let's be honest, most of these rewards don't mean much to anybody. I've looked at them, I've read everything about them, and even so, a lot of the rewards still just don't make any sense to me. But there are some places where we can certainly speculate. The Get to Cooking shows a empty slingshot, and with it says bullets for everyone. What I expect to see at some point in Payday 2 is tripods for LMGs, potentially to sort out the issues which make the LMGs much weaker, especially not being able to aim down sight. And that's one of the things that really jumps to mind when you look at the shape and you see the description of the Get to Cooking challenge completion, and of course the slingshot that you see with it. Unboxed there, we of course got the Sputnik, which is to me almost undoubtedly a reference to Vlad. The heist from Vlad, something from Vlad. It's almost positively going to be something to do with Vlad. To me, maybe some sort of space-orientated heist as well. We were dealing with nuclear weapons just recently with Vlad, so he may just try and one-up himself. There's another pretty obvious clue found within Chains' set from the Where or Bonnie Here challenge, which was one of the first ones we completed. It's great to have a full mag loaded in your gun, but what's loaded in your playlist? Time to ramp it up. Not only is it an image of a musical instrument, which admittedly does still have that sort of Zelda vibe to it, the reference to music and playlists are so clear that we're definitely going to see something music related. Does this mean way more tracks coming to Payday? We'll have to see what's Simon been working on. I definitely think it could be the Payday chant, or it could be something like we saw with the massive music update we got earlier on this year, I believe. And that, of course, contained massive customization improvements and quality of life enhancements for the music within Payday 2. So may see more of those into the future. Get the foot down. We got a troll face. We've definitely had some association with memes and troll faces and things like that in the past. Of course, Payday the Heist having the troll mask. They were replicated by our Last Bullet gaming mod. Are we going to see more of that? Can't really say for certain right now. The clue is incredibly vague. Next up, we have Clover, who has the... yeah, we're not doing that. I've already said I can't make cloaker noises. But that challenge unlock is a net, and with it says, after the excitement of finding Cagliostro's dungeon, I couldn't sleep. Spent an hour upgrading Crime.net. Now, this is obviously going to be some sort of upgrade to the Crime.net system, whether this means greater customization, greater search options, quality of life upgrades, maybe even things for the Xbox One and PlayStation 4 editions, because believe me, they need it. Obviously, the net is referencing Crime.net, or it could reference Capture, which to me screams out that Crime.net is going to be updated with some form of improved anti-cheat. Potentially, this is, really stab in the dark, and we might catch the real criminals within Payday 2. Crimefest, it shows a loaded slingshot. Every enterprise needs a solid foundation. Unleashing 700 rounds per minute is an enterprise, right? We are probably looking at a new weapon here. Whether it is going to be a loaded slingshot, I don't know. It doesn't really excite me, I'll be honest. But I think this is probably alluding toward a new weapon. So as far as Dallas is concerned, we have the hair fallout challenge, which was completed. I'm not really getting anything from the clues for that. You're not strangers to the news camera, so when you're the 6 p.m. criminal superstar, make sure you move with grace and elan. So the picture showing boots with wings on it, sort of reference to mythology, Hermes, Mercury, whichever one you're talking about. It seems to be some sort of alteration or addition that will affect movement within Payday, but I can't say any more than that. Let's do this. Twinkle Twinkle Little Tsar. It's a picture of a rupee and, further Legend of Zelda references, but, probably leaning more towards the Russian references than anything else. Payday all day, every day. Ugly is as ugly does. It's another troll face, the Magusta face. We saw this way back in Payday the Heist, like I said, one of the available masks for that game. We have over with Houston, we have the Wankers. One bullet in 500 has to hit. Again, this seems to be reference to LMGs or fast-firing, high-capacity weapons, but it shows balancing scales, which I really cannot read into any further. Obviously, scales of justice, there are massive links to justice, crime, even again mythology with Nemesis or the Roman god Justice, but we don't know exactly where that's going. Self-defense, I swear, this one will make you feel like your heart is bursting from your chest. We got a sort of alien reference going on here, potentially some more link-ups with Alienware. They're already pretty involved within Payday, having their own massive update a little while back, and the Alienware mask being a massive favourite for many. But like I said, it could be more of a licensed move with the Alien series. And that is it for all the unlocks we've got right now, guys. We need to work on the current challenges. We have, I believe it is 5 to unlock. I've gone through all of those. Get out there, play Payday, and do your best to work through these challenges. Remember, we do need to, at some point or another, get together and make sure we get 30,000 heisters online at a single time. Guys, I'll see you in the next Road to Crimefest episode. Hopefully they'll be a little more frequent and my voice doesn't get any worse. It's feeling alright now. That is it for this video. I will see you all in the next one.